What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we're back for part 2 on this car. Rudy already took off yesterday, and right now what I have to do is basically finish bolting on calipers, the suspension. I think I still need to get this part back on. It has to get back on, and then gotta put the cats, gotta put the exhaust, tighten up the drive shaft. I think these bolts are loose, or no, yep, these bolts are loose, so these need to get tightened up, and basically double check everything, make sure it's all good to go. Need a bolt for this, and we have a stock exhaust that the previous owner provided, so stock white pipe, stock mid pipe, stock muffler as well, and he was kind enough to label everything. Came in clutch, leaving me the stock OEM hardware for the exhaust, because I was thinking I was gonna have to go to the store to go buy new hardware, but we have stock hardware, so we're gonna get the stock exhaust and stock cats on this thing. So basically I just need to go over the entire car. We were able to get it to start, so that's perfect. But before we could even go on a first test drive, I need to do the rest of the stuff. So let's get into it. Got full stock exhaust on. Look at that. Even cats with O2 sensors, everything wired up. And we just topped off the fluids now. Let's put this thing back on the ground, get a cold startup. I'm just trying to get rid of this underglow. Apparently this car had underglow, but it's heavily damaged now, so you know, look at that. Not sure exactly what happened, but it had underglow. Because I'm taking that stuff out. But let me just find something to cut that little underglow piece off, and let's put it back on the ground. Start it up, and hopefully actually drive it out from here. Which I need to open the back gate. First drive, and alignment is way off. And I've also just realized that I forgot to tie in the lug nuts, so I could feel that wheel's pretty loose. So I forgot to tighten the lug nuts. So right now, I'm just gonna pull up around the front, literally just letting it roll on clutch alone. But car is moving on its own power. First drive, I'm going straight to the shop because I forgot to tie in the passenger caliper. All the random small shit. All right, found my OEM shift knob from Ruby. We got Merck's Z right here, looking clean. And we got the new Daily G right here. And we literally came by to get this, tightened up the caliper, brought up a couple of my tools, torqued the wheels. Rear bumper was falling off, so that's good to go. So now we can maybe actually go on a real test drive. Got my wallet. Yep. We get pulled over. Yo. First real drive. Let's go. Damn. Shit, I forgot we had that one tire with the wire showing. What? We're about to get stranded. Let's go. No limo, no nothing. Straight up 06 ECU. All right, 5.6 miles later, we made it to the taco place. Not a single issue so far. Car downshift is fine. Fifth gear grinds a little bit, but it shouldn't be too much issues. I'm realizing right now it's revving up and down a little bit right now, but other than that, the car is driving basically OEM. Car made it here just fine, no issues. Running around with no tags, no plates. Look at that. First drive, I'm so stoked. All right, so car is back now. Huge shout out to the shop neighbors. They were able to come by and help me figure out the issue with the clutch. So it turns out, I thought the clutch needed to be bled, but turns out it's just the clutch pedal needed to be adjusted. So we adjusted the clutch pedal and now the gears go in perfectly smooth. It ended up having a spare black sport bumper that I slapped on there just for now. Car definitely needs a wash. As you guys can see, it's super dirty from sitting outside. 6-speed manual interior with the airbag. Ended up finding the airbag in the back seat. The seats were folded down. I didn't even know the airbag was back there. I thought it was missing. lifted up the seats and the airbag happened to be right there. So interior is complete. Seats are a little worn, so we might look into new seats later on. But I mean, basically, this car only cost me $500, and the motor itself cost me $300. I bought the motor before I even had the car. Rudy had the motor laying around, and he told me if I wanted to buy it off him. I bought it off him for $300, and then later on ended up getting this car for $500. All in all, I'm $800 deep into this car, and we ended up putting the new clutch in it, so all of that is ready to go. And then, as it turns out, over the last couple of years, working on Ruby, working on a bunch of other cars and stuff, I've collected quite a bit of parts over the years. And as it turns out, I have a full air suspension for this car. I have camber arms as well, tow arms. I have a complete blacked out G37 steering wheel here. I ended up picking this up not too long ago, the JDM double din trim with a Pioneer stereo, because on this one it does have the eBay one with the buttons. And like I said, we have a full air suspension. I literally have air tanks, compressors, and all that stuff right there on the rack, so I can literally put a full air suspension on this car. So that's the plan on what I want to do with it next. This car is going to get a new front and rear bumper, and of course we're going to wrap it, and of course the TG Works carbon trunk that's currently on this car is going to come off because I have a new VIS one right there. So that's going to go on this car as well. So carbon goodies, air suspension, and I have decided, you guys weren't supposed to know this until later on, but Ruby is getting a new set of wheels, brand new wheels being made, and these AG 3-piece wheels are going to be going on this car. So we're going to be doing bags, 3-piece wheels. The Akibonos that are coming off Ruby, which the front ones are already off, are going to be coming off and going on this car as well. And then I do want to wrap this thing in the dark burgundy color that Ruby used to be, which is like, here's a picture of it. Basically, Ruby with the G35 front end, which is what I want this car to be. So this car is basically going to be a whole replica of what Ruby originally used to be, with the G35 front, without any of the performance mods. And the whole thing is to keep this thing looking as clean as possible, but no performance stuff. I don't want to deal with any of the performance stuff, because that's where I'm at with that, trying to do all the performance stuff. I do want to do the wire tuck, polished engine base, stuff like that, but you know, the simple, more clean stuff, and just let it be. But for now, that's going to be the end of today's video, guys. A lot more to come on this car, a lot more to come on Ruby. We're waiting on parts on Ruby. That's why we haven't done really much on anything. Saturday, a guy's going to come do some custom coolant pipes. So another little sneak preview of what's to come. Titanium coolant pipes. We got all the suspension reworked, as you guys can see right there. All that got polished up and redone with the undercoating and stuff like that. Calipers are getting powder coated. Sway bars getting powder coated. A bunch of more mods to come on that car. But again, thank you guys for always supporting the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.